Subnautica 2 gameplay spoilers ahead. I will be talking about beating the game. In a normal playthrough of Subnautica 2's early access, the player must take on 4 adaptations. Pressure tolerance, which allows you to breathe and not have your lungs crushed. Digestion, which allows you to safely eat the food native to this ecosystem. Heat tolerance, which allows you to traverse the graveyard, a very, very hot location, without getting boiled alive. And lastly, Axum Vision, which allows you to view the polarized Axum screens. You typically need all 4 of these to play through the game and explore everything, but what would it take to beat the game with no adaptations? Let's break it down. What is actually required to beat the early access? It's easier to explain the steps backwards. To finish the game, you need to press this button in the Axum Observatory and read the accompanying hologram. In order to read the hologram, you need to be able to understand the Axum language, and to understand it, you need to scan the Rosetta Stone. To get into the observatory itself, you need to provide power to this button, which requires getting the Karakoram power plant back online, which involves repairing the turbine. To repair it, you need the bioscanner and materials, and to activate the power plant, you need the Axum Vision adaptation, which requires the feedback resonator. To get those two, you need the basic versions of the scanner and the sonic resonator, and to craft them, you need the modification station. Additionally, you need the survival multi-tool to collect some resources, and finally, to leave the starting area and prevent yourself from slowly dying, you need to grab the pressure tolerance adaptation. You'll notice I completely left out 2 of the adaptations. These are more nice to have rather than required checks. For digestion, there are 2 circumstances where you don't need to eat at all. Either beat the game before you can starve, or glitch the game such that you can't starve. Heat tolerance can easily be avoided by either stocking up on medkits and swimming through the graveyard, or using the air bladder launch glitch to speed past it. So this is the full graph of everything that is actually required to beat the game normally. Now, in my last video, I showed off a way to get through the starting area without the pressure tolerance adaptation and survive the game without it, so we can mark that off too. That just leaves the Axum Vision adaptation. Thankfully, speedrunners already figured out how to skip it by squeezing through a hole in the terrain at the base of the observatory. This not only allows us to beat the game with none of the adaptations, but gets rid of most of the requirements altogether, leaving us with just 4. The survival multi-tool, the scanner, the Rosetta Stone, and the button in the observatory. So finally, after many attempts, a full run of Subnautica 2's early access with 0 adaptations looks like this. You are not on Zero, Pioneer.
Locating the colony is your best chance of survival, Seawater sampling detects a source of genetic adaptations in this region, tracking a plume of viral activity in the same source. Investigate with caution. Acid copper is key to simple electronics. Bacterial action creates copper on
I forgot I need 2 batteries, actually. Let me grab a second one of those. I forgot there's a copper node right here, too. I need 2 of those. I have done some practice with this, but I'm not, like, that good at it. Alright, and then I need to... need to reprint myself real quick.
Reprint complete. You have experienced conditions incorrect.
There we go.
Exiting.
And then I'm just going to settings, info, turn off autosave, and then manual save. I'm going to talk over this section because there's not a whole lot going on, and I can explain a few things. So first of all, the air bladder kind of broke. It wasn't letting it refill the air, so I had to fix that real quick. But this is the air bladder launch glitch that I was talking about earlier. Basically, it makes use of the dash and the air bladder to launch yourself really far forward really quickly. There is a glitch in the game where if you lag the game while you are activating an air bladder and about to reach the surface, it will shoot you out. And if you lag the game while you're dashing, it'll shoot you forward. So you combine both of those, and you can shoot yourself really far forward and high in the sky, which allows you to safely traverse over the graveyard. And you can lag the game on command by using the feedback menu. There we go. And there is Subnautica 2 with no adaptations.
Site status unknown.
How on earth did I go backwards? Air bladder's broken again. I know I'm like glitching the game, but what causes the air bladder to not work? It would probably help if I actually looked up how to do it. I just kind of did it off vibes. What am I doing wrong? What am I doing wrong? I don't understand how I can do it so consistently until I get to the area where it actually matters. Thank you all so much for watching. Maybe consider subscribing if you enjoyed, and I hope I will see you next time. Later!